Hey there, you guys. It is episode 2 of Behind the Muse, and I am so excited because I'm actually being consistent. I have a very special co-host today, which you all know. All of you guys know that follows Behind the Muse. Slatton.
Hi everybody, how's it going? I'm Slatton. Nice to meet you all, or nice to see you all again. Welcome to Greeting, currently sober.
Yeah, well, currently. We'll see what happens by the end of today's episode. Well, before we get started, let's toast to a long, good, healthy, happy life and a successful show.
Cheers.
And thanks to Swag, we got this watermelon fruscato. Is that what this is?
No, girl, it's watermelon wine. But maybe say fruscato on the bottom, or bottle, but I mean, it's watermelon wine. I really don't do watermelon wine, but you know, we drink it and we go see what it tastes like.
Let's taste it real quick. I don't have my transfer resistant lipstick, but this is good.
Yeah, it's not that bad. It kind of tastes like a little sangria. We should have mixed it with some champagne. It's kind of not that bad. It's actually kind of good. It's kind of sweet and cute. Mama, thank you.
Yes, thank you, Mama Slatton, because this is really good. It's actually kind of light, and I think I'll be able to get up tomorrow.
Yeah, and it has a little cute little bubbly to it. It's kind of cute. And I'm not going to knock the brand because we ain't trying to get sued. But yes, it's actually, it goes down nicely.
I'm not ashamed to say it was a twist cap bottle of wine.
Well, girl, I'm talking about the brand, the name, but that's
okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Alrighty, so today we got a really hot topic, okay?
Ooh, what is it about?
Okay, so the hot topic is, why is it socially acceptable for men to cheat but not women? And we got something, we tried to get someone to join in on the call, but they couldn't join, but we're going to read their messages, and I want you guys to give us your honest opinion. But before we go on to that hot topic, I want to know let's talk about my birthday.
Oh yes, let's talk about your birthday. Yes, it was like last week, almost 2 weeks ago. And oh my gosh, it was 10 days ago, because today is the 19th.
Yes, it was exactly 10 days ago. And my goal throughout this video, I'm going to keep my legs really, really crossed, because I can be a little boy sometimes.
She loves her skirts.
I love my skirts, but my panties always seem to make an appearance. So the goal throughout this episode is for my panties not to make an appearance, because they always end up on our lives.
Yeah, because honey, that's like so 2007. That's when Britney used to, Britney, Paris, and Lindsay, they used to always have their legs open. As they say, but what they say, what does the saying go? Loose legs don't get fed, or closed mouths don't get fed. But I mean, that's a freak saying.
That's
something else. Open legs get fed, honey. We're just kidding.
But you know what is that? You know what it is? Because I'm just so like a free spirit that I don't be thinking about being a lady, and then I'm like, dang, I'll go back and look at a clip and there's my panties all in the video, and I hate that, and I'm sure my husband hates it too.
Yeah, I mean, if the panties, yeah, because even like when I perform and like sometimes the panties make a cameo, it's just like, oh my gosh, I'm literally telling girls bring it down, because sometimes it does take away from the outfit, so it's all about it taking away from the outfit, because I mean, at the end of the day, if you were friends, who care? But it's just the other people that judge. Like, we have a society that cares so much. So it's just like, I ain't got time to be cussing people out.
But you know what Kasha said once? She said I looked like I had on some granny panties once.
And that's the problem. You gotta have some cute. You gotta, if you're gonna be sexy, you gotta be cute all the way. You can be having like no saggies underneath. Like, if you got a cute outfit on, everything gotta be layered, everything gotta be matching, everything gotta be popping.
But you know what?
You set the tone.
I was like rock star wasted. And we went to one of your shows. Can we talk about that?
Yeah.
So we went to one of Slatton's shows for my birthday. My husband, my sister, and I. We went to the show. It was a lot of fun. But I was posing. It was drunk girl posing going on. And I look back at some of the pictures, and my panties definitely made an appearance. Yeah, one video. It was all out, okay?
Did I record you?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I know. Cause I feel bad, because I was literally telling her to pull it down all night, and I guess...
But they matched my outfit, so it wasn't too bad. I didn't post those.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I didn't post those, but we had a lot of fun. The club was showing me a lot of love. You were showing me a lot of love, the friends. And I was just getting shots after shots after shots. I was, I'm older. I'm 37 now. So it's not like I can get up and recuperate like I used to. I was down for like 2 days.
She probably should have ate a little more. But tequila fucks people up.
Yeah, well, I went to dinner right before.
I know, but
I don't think I had enough water. Oh, look, we might have, and we got someone in the audience asking where their drink is. There's some wine, and there's a little cerveza there. But if you want some wine, go ahead and have some wine. Are you going to stay around for the show?
I can't.
Oh, that voice you hear is my husband, and I actually wish he could stay around for the show because he had a lot. There's no point in whispering because they can hear you. Yeah. And so my husband's working; he's hustling. Big shouts out to Jose. I was hoping that he sat in for this show. Why is it socially accepted for men to cheat and not women? And he was like, "Hell no, women shouldn't cheat." Okay, alrighty. Well, he said he'll be back. So
no, I mean.
Okay, he's not going to join. Thank you for doing such a good job at editing. Okay, so let's pick it up. So Jose actually scattered out of here because he didn't want to have this conversation. But I brought the topic up to him. Why is it socially acceptable for men to cheat and not women? He said women going to hell for cheating. Man, he was like, it's okay. He was like, but I'm satisfied. He cleaned it up or whatever. But it's not just men that think that, women think that too. So we're going to get into that topic next. But I wanted to talk about a couple things that's been going on in the news. We like to slide. Oh, you tossing it down. I'm going to have to get us another sip. Hold on.
As long as you know, yeah, baby. You playing it. But you had a little cerveza before me, so.
Yeah, but it was light. Okay, so I wanted to talk about the Free Britney movement.
Yes.
All right, so you are an expert on everything Britney.
Yes, Team Britney all the way, fire sign till we die.
She's a fire sign?
She's a fire sign. We have a lot of similarities. She's a fire sign. Her little sister's also an Aries. Her brother's birthday is the same day.
She's an Aries? Britney?
No, her sister is an Aries.
Okay, what's her sign?
Britney is a Sagittarius. But her Jamie Lynn is Jamie Lynn is an Aries, and her birthday's April 4th. And then Britney Spears' brother's birthday is April 19th, the same day as mine and your mother.
Oh, wow.
So that's what brings me, it just makes me closer.
Have you ever met her?
Level. I've never met her, but that's one day. One day I want to meet her, but I've been at several of her concerts, and she always puts on the show.
You feel like she's looking at you when she's at her concerts?
No, I mean, I've never really been that close, but when I get a little more...
Oh, you're not a real fan?
No.
$500 on the ticket?
No, the most I probably spend is maybe $300, not completely sure, but I've been to 3 concerts. I've been semi-close, but honey, when I get that dollar, I will be paying top dollar, and then I will be meeting her. But at the end of the day, I mean, it's baby steps. Well, I am one of her diehard fans, but there's levels. You got she got crazy fans, and then she got diehard fans. But I am loyal to her, and I do feel connected to her via astrology because she is a Sagittarius fire sign. Once again, her brother's birthday is the same day as mine. Her little sister's the Aries. We're all Aries. It's just connected, and it's just yes. So that's my connection. That's my forced connection.
So, have you been to Vegas to see her?
Baby, I told you I've been to Vegas. I went to New York to see her in 2018. And when she came to Auburn Hills, the Palace, in 2012 or 2011, I was there. And Yo Girl Nikki was there too, opening up for her.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, so you are, so you did see Nikki.
I saw her. I recorded a few little Nikki clips. I'll show you the little YouTube clips. But I was there for my girl Britney, but it was a bonus seeing Nikki. Nikki opened up for the Queen. Britney.
Oh, well now she's the Queen.
I mean, Nikki is...
Don't hate.
We can talk about that one later.
Hater alert. So, anyhow, before I ask questions about your connection to Britney, tell me a little bit about this whole Free Britney movement, because everyone is seeing on the news that, she's been on the news lately. Well, first off, do you think she'll do another concert?
Honestly, I feel so a lot of us fans, we've been reading into a lot of her Instagram posts, but once again, so first we gotta talk about the Free Britney movement. The Free Britney movement that didn't just happen 2 years ago, a lot of people saying it is, even though it was, it definitely elevated, 2 years ago, but the Free Britney movement is a movement where, fans saw that, this conservatorship, which was in place to help her, was abusing.
How did it get into place?
But so back in 2000 it's a lot. But back into 2008, Britney was she was put on involuntary, the 50-150. You know a little bit about that. And she got is administered. She got administered twice to the 50-150 hold. And basically, people just thought she was a danger to herself. And while she was, being evaluated, and they put her under this conservatorship, and it was kind of like against her will, and she's been on it kind of since. And just with her being like this, this high profile celebrity, she basically, I don't know, like especially being like money. This is money. Because I looked at it first, it was more like a business deal, and everything was working, but it's all about the money. And I just feel like the reason she's on it, and I don't know, like, don't quote me, but I feel like it's more than just her father. It's California. It's a lot of people involved.
Okay.
It's a lot of people involved.
So here we go. My last two guests have all been about the conspiracy theory. So you think California, the whole entire state of California is against Britney? Is that where we're going?
No, the thing is, if you think about how 2007 and 2008 went down, because I was following her like hard. And the thing is, like, if you read what a conservatorship is, it's the state puts you.
Yeah, but she never challenged it because she claimed that she didn't know.
The thing is, she didn't know, and the thing is, like, when she was brainwashed. So
how was that California's fault?
Okay, it's more to it. Like, it's once again, we're dealing with Hollywood. Okay. We're dealing with money. We're dealing with lawyer, no lawyer. We're dealing with connection.
But she's not the only one in Hollywood. She's not the only one with.
But she was one of the biggest celebrities around. And in 2007, she was. If you go back to those videos and we can watch them together, be popcorn. She was like the Princess Diana of freaking California, and no one could run her. No one could tell her what to do. And basically, when they put her in this conservatorship, all that like paparazzi and her running above the law, it put her into shame. Like, Britney was like the queen of the like media, and she was taking over everyone, and no one could shut her down. And once they put her in this bubble, like California, it wasn't as like bad and crazy. Like Britney, it was going down back in 2007, 2008. It was something different.
The only thing that I'm trying to convey, I'm not with what's happening to her. Okay, I'm not saying I'm uncomfortable with the whole force of the IUD and that sort of thing. But she is on some serious mood stabilizing medication that can cause birth defects. But that's a whole other story. But what I am saying is that we don't know a lot because a lot of stuff is confidential, like her medical records. And the fact of the matter is, it could have been challenged, but she said she didn't know, which is totally
But just think about on a human level, when you're drugged and like people brainwash you. Like once again, I don't know what happens when people get evaluated. I don't know what happens when people went to psychiatric awards. But like when you have that magnitude of success, you need to understand. Like that's different. Dealing with all these people, people forcing this image on you, it changes a person. Like you don't have to be a doctor to know that. Like that magnitude of fame will change like a person and change who they are. And once again, it's just like somebody, like she's had a spoon fed to her, even though she's worked hard for her career and her success. Everything's been handed to her. Like she probably had to like write her signature down because she's freaking Britney Spears.
I agree with all of that.
That's what I'm saying. But I just feel like mentally, just like even like she's human at the end of the day, and just like how we deal with like stuff. Like she's dealing with it from like all walks of people.
I agree with all of that. And all I'm saying is that California can't be responsible.
When I say California, I mean you got lawyers in play. You got like people like when her father became conservative. You got people in her ear. You got like Hollywood is deeper than what it is. And I'm not talking about and I'm not on the conspiracy stuff, but it's deeper than that. Like people have these narratives about these celebrities. They make these celebrities and they have these narratives. They pick them up and they drop them, and it's just like. And there's contracts involved, and people they slip Mickeys, they do stuff like Hollywood it's people know people and they set people up, and just like even in politics, like when we see like the stuff in the news and we see the media content, like they're setting these people up, they're putting false narratives, and it
that may
something.
Be the case, but this is a life that was chosen.
I mean, it was a life that was chosen, but then it goes back to like why everybody is bringing it back to her father, bringing it back to her parents. Like her parents and her family, they kind of pushed her into this. They helped it. And I mean, at the end of the day, she could just walk away from it, but contract, it's money. Like,
but she hasn't performed. She hasn't did any records.
Well, she stopped in 2016 because it's a protest, and I don't know if you've been reading up on it, but it's a protest. Like her father was choosing everything down to like her eyelashes, her lipstick, the way she like dressed, like whether or not she could sing. Like it's more to it. Like it's contract. The stuff that we don't know about, which you stated. There's a lot of stuff we just don't know about.
And we don't know about the medical evaluation, too, because we don't know what she said and what she said.
But once again, I'm not going to say she's sane, and I'm not going to judge, her character or whatever.
But I do think that she needs a fair shot of being independent. That's a part of getting mental health, is not to be like what I told someone.
In 13 years, don't you think that'll change a person?
Well, that's what I'm saying. But I got to be honest. When she did her 23-minute address to the judge, she was kind of talking kind of fast, kind of in a manic way. But she could have just been, just upset, which is normal too. But we don't know.
But like, and I'm sorry to cut you off again.
Jump in.
But the thing is just like she hasn't been able to talk on a public stance for 13 years. So just imagine like any human. And once again, all that was written down. She was reading that off paper. And, I'm about to sneeze.
Bless you.
But yeah, just imagine, like, not being able to talk for 13 years. Like, it was in her contract not to talk. And, like, people were brainwashing her, like, with the drugs and everything. Like,
but why? But I understand that. But what I'm saying is, this is what I'm saying.
But I mean, but like a person, like, so much, all the druggery and all that, like, it does that to a person. It changes a person, making a person out to be crazy when they wasn't. Like, she was abused. And when
having mental health issues doesn't mean that you're crazy. You just have a disease.
Right. But the thing is, I feel like some of that might have been created.
So when she shaved her head and started beating the car with a broom, that was created.
And why is that funny?
I'm trying not to laugh because it's not... No.
And it wasn't,
I'm about to get smacked on camera. Okay.
No, but at the end of the day, it highlights somebody who's going through something. And once again, I don't know.
Yes, there was something going on.
Because I heard there were rumors about druggery, but at the end of the day, she was going through a divorce. Like any woman, like she was taking her kids away. Just imagine being like the biggest celebrity in the world, and people are treating you like you're not. Just because you want to rebel and you want to just take a break for yourself.
So is that wait? Hold on.
She was bullied, just like her girl Nicki Minaj, bullied by the industry.
But she didn't shave her head off.
But she was a little older.
But you know what? No, Nicki. Let me tell you, this is why I respect Nicki because it takes I'm not even nowhere near as big a star as them. I don't even as them. Look at me. I already think I'm a star. So. I'm not even as nowhere near on a platform that they are in. And I get a little hate messages and hate emails, and it impacts me. I get over it. I move on. But the kind of hate that people like Nicki, Cardi B, the kind of hate that they get, that's enough to drive a person over the edge. And I'm not saying that Britney has, this is what I'm saying. I'm saying that all of these years of getting the kind of mental health support that she should have been getting, or that they say that she's been getting, she should be more independent. Because the whole part of getting the help is so you can be more independent. Okay? Like, I see people all the time. I don't want to go too deep into it, but I see people all the time that struggle with mood disorders, mental health, but that should not be a handicap. They need the proper medication, they need the proper resources, they need the proper support to be better, okay? Because I tell people, like, hey, you have to it's like you going on a road trip, right? And when you're on a road trip, you stop at a gas station, get gas to refuel. That's what mental health services is supposed to be. A refuel station so you can keep going on, not to make you prisoner to your disease. That's the only thing that I don't like about her whole situation, is that I felt like she's become
a prisoner.
Yes, instead of improving, okay?
And that's all. And essentially, that sounds like what you're arguing. You're arguing the Free Britney movement, like that, and that's what everybody's.
Yeah, but I'm not saying. The thing is, but I'm not. I don't believe that the state of California is against her. I don't believe that she didn't need the help that she needed, and and I'm not knocking her because I can't judge, because people judge my parenting all the time, but it takes a lot for the court to side against a mother, okay? And unfortunately, her children were taken out of her care. Why?
Because of her times at the time. And once again, when you're dealing with politics and the news on your side, like, the news plays a lot. Just like the news, how they change the narrative now and they're on her side. Just similar to like Nicki. I don't want to keep bringing her up, but the news and the media outlets, they play a lot. They can create a character. And like, if it wasn't for like the media now and the fans, contributing to like that help, and Britney even said it herself, like, who knows what would happen?
Like somebody created the character that Nicki's shady.
No, but that's what I'm saying. But like the social media plays a lot. And the thing is, the power giants who are in charge of like, social media, in charge of like, these narratives that they're creating. Now they're making Britney come out to look as, that victim that needs help, and now they're victimizing. I mean, not saying they're victimizing her father, but at the end of the day, like, they made the narrative where he was like, the good guy, and now he's no longer the good guy. He's like no longer the savior. Like, media plays a lot into like, you know, the helping of like
but
people.
That doesn't...
and the media is helping her right now, and that's what's going to get her out of this.
But it hasn't. Okay. So the media was helping her right now. Why didn't that impact the judge's last decision?
I mean, well, the thing is definitely. I mean, once again, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not into politics. I'm not into those such things. But I'm saying the media is influencing, you know, a better side of her, the better character. Because now,
I think the media is bringing awareness.
Well, they're bringing awareness, but I mean, but they've been making awareness. They've been doing awareness over the past 13 years. But now it's getting to the point where, you know, this woman is about to be 40. She wants her freedom, and like the Free Britney movement and the protests of the fans have been, you know, getting that coverage. And now, you know,
I know she got a good lawyer, but even with this lawyer, they're saying that, you know, because she's refusing a psyche vow.
Well, the thing is, I guess, like, when it's been, like, 13 years, and, you know, you've been dealing with these people every day, and people making promises to you, saying you're going to be free, and not really telling you anything, and just telling you to sign a paper, and you're not knowing any better. Like, once again, I don't know a lot.
You just want her to be free and happy.
I just want her to be free and happy, and that's what it comes down to. Because I wasn't like, and I'm going to be honest, like I wasn't saying free Britney until Britney spoke up. I mean, but I've always wanted her happiness to be free. But at the end of the day, I didn't know what this whole conservatorship. I mean, I just thought like she was fine, but I know like stuff went ape shit when like this situation happened between her kids and her father, and when she lost like even more custody than her kids, that's when, you know, just it changed drastically. Because for a long time, I guess they kind of kept her good, but when they took her kids officially away from her and she wasn't seeing them as much as she wanted to, that's when this Free Britney movement really happened. But then, like in 2019, she was also pushed into like, you know, this a psych ward against her health again, or, you know, against her well-being. Mm-hmm. And that's when the Free Britney movement really kicked into court too, because it's just like, you know, they pushed her into a psych ward again, like the third time against her will.
Well, to be certified, you have to meet certain criteria.
Well, I mean, once again, I don't know, and I'm not trying to be conspiracy theories, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's just...
My luck is that I've been getting conspiracy theorists on this show.
Well, anyway, she up to the shade, but at the end of the day, like, Britney, free Britney all the way.
Yes,
and at the end of the day, she should be treated as a human. She should be treated as a human.
Absolutely, and she should be improving. There's no reason why in 13 years they haven't put a plan in place for her to be independent.
Well,
that bothers me.
Well, the thing is, and I guess the big argument is she's been making millions for everyone, making millions for a lot of people. And why is she still in this conservatorship? That's the issue.
So definitely hashtag Free Britney. So on to the topic. You got your phone? I'm sure you do.
Yes, you do.
Talk about me being self-absorbed in my phone. You always got your phone on standby.
Girl, somebody gotta have it.
Okay. So, we're going to start talking about our topic.
And I guess I can just read it from the source, because it's all right here.
Yeah, that's what I want you to do. I want you to read it from the source. Because they need to know that people actually send us these messages.
So we're gonna read these messages as quick as possible, because we're talking about cheating, and it happens to be a hot topic, So
the topic, like we said, is why is it socially acceptable for women not to cheat? Well, why is it socially acceptable for men to cheat and women can't? So we have a person that sent a message about cheating, and you got to hear this, and I want to hear, ladies especially from you, guys, I definitely want to hear from you, because I think that you guys are going to agree with this man. And let's get right into it. Okay, so read it.
Alright, so anyways, the message goes like this, because we were talking on live, and I basically listened to my documentary, called this Bubble documentary.
By the way, check it out on YouTube.
Always clubbing. You know, plugging. But it's Bubble documentary, and I sent, like, you know, Britney character, that's my YouTube, you know, name to look under. But anyways, he was like, hey, I'll check it out on YouTube, right? I was like, yes. He was like, I found it. So he was like, I hope society develops to the point where cheating no longer exists, because it will be seen as something natural. I don't condone females cheating on guys. At least for men.
Wait, stop right there. He does not condone females cheating on men. Please go ahead.
I was like, haha, LOL, you too much. He was like, I was watching the documentary, and he was interviewing a young lady that complained about the good guys that she met all cheating on her. Well, duh. That's what men do. That's what he said, period. And then I just sent him, like, you know, a face emoji, because I really don't know him. So I'm just like, okay, boy, get out my face. Mm-hmm. And then he was like,
man cheat, that's what he said.
So basically, he was like, when will women stop ruining their relationships because their significant other cheated? So what? He was like, it's stupid to leave someone that cheated on you just to end with someone new that's going to cheat on you too. I was
just to start with someone new that's going to cheat on you too.
Yes. And I was like, LOL. And he was like, we are men. I was like, horrible excuse. He was like, men like to try different vaginas. He was like, we love it so much that we want to sample others. I was like, OMG, my friend and I are going to talk about you. And I was like, he was like, not an excuse, it's a reality. Men want to try different vaginas, and desirable men should.
Desirable man should cheat, is what he's saying. Go ahead.
And I kept entertaining it. I was like, LOL. And then he was like, common average males, on the other hand, should be thankful for even having one female.
Common average males should be grateful for having, or thankful for having one female. And you know what I kept saying is, how he know he not common and average? What makes him think he desirable? And you know what I said? And you can tell him this, and hopefully he watched this. I said he must mess with desperate women.
So then I was like, I sent him a message from Asian Doll, and she was like, basically, she said this today. She was like, bitches will bring the table, the forks, the spoons, the food, Pluto, and Mercury, and still get cheated on, embarrassed, manipulated, and lied to. LOL. So don't be a fool, ladies. Being cute is just enough for these ninjas. And basically, I guess that was her responding to a guy that said, if all she brings to the table is looks, I'm cool on her. And basically, my friend said, cheating is natural. Cheating is natural. These females got to get over it and stop leaving good men just for getting some happiness outside of the relationship.
Okay, so that was a lot to digest, all right? Now, question one. Like I said, how does he know he's not common? And what makes him think he's not getting cheated on a regular basis? Okay?
Yeah, no, that's the thing about society, because once again, as you all know, I mean, I'm obviously what I am. I'm not, because I don't follow, whatever you want to, whatever
social norms.
Social norms, but at the end of the day, it's just like, I don't really know about the straight, race or whatever, and like, the thing is, like, women, like, as far as cheating, like, I don't hear a lot of females, so I don't know how they, I don't know how they wrap it up real good.
So one thing is, because I did some research prior to the show, and it's actually, cheating amongst women is not uncommon. It's just not talked about, and they keep it on the low.
It's like classy conservatives.
Right, but if they were to get caught, it is more likely that would end their relationship than a man getting caught, because women are so quick to forgive men for cheating, right? But a man is not so willing to forgive a woman for cheating. But why does it has to be? And see, okay, now I talked about this with my husband. He's pretty much like, bitch, you better not cheat on me. Okay? He was like, I'm loyal to you, but I'm saying it's different for a man. Who started this whole notion that it's different for a man? Oh, like your friend said, I want to go out and get a little happiness outside the relationship. How about the woman? How do you know she's not sick of your saggy balls? And that same outfit and them underwear that what if she want to see something there? What if she want a different experience but don't want to lose her home, but still love you but want to come back? So, and then one thing I read when I was doing some internet searching, right? Like this one young lady, because I love to read journals and articles and all this stuff. This one young lady was cheating on her significant other with a guy whose sex was not nowhere near as good as the husband, okay? Penis was much smaller than the husband. It was just not as good. But you know what was good for her? The thrill of doing something she shouldn't be doing. So I actually thought that was interesting, but that's not the topic on hand. Why is it okay for man to cheat? And you're like, like even back in the day, women would say, that's what they do. Don't give up a good husband because of that. I mean, what do you think?
So from the perspective of this guy yesterday, because we talked about a lot that wasn't like, via text, and he basically was like, if the man is the breadwinner, he bring in that coin, he got the right to cheat. He got the right to do it.
But nowadays, a lot of women are the breadwinners. Or do they have that right?
And I mean, that's true, but once again, like, I can't speak from the perspective of a straight man, but like, at the end of the day, it's just like, I feel like it should be mutual. I mean,
how would you organize that?
Organize what?
Like, okay, we're in a relationship, we're in a marriage, whatever. How would you organize cheating on each other? And would it be called cheating?
At the end of the day,
because now they're like, we're swingers.
And it's called open relationships. But at the end of the day, I mean, like, basically, like, a lot of people, they just don't talk about it. But I guess, like, basically, I guess it's like the argument for just like, you know, some straight men, they just feel like, you know, women shouldn't, they shouldn't be mad because, I mean, it's just like a natural thing. I mean, as far as organizing of it, I don't know, I just feel like when it comes down to it, it should be communication. And like this guy was saying yesterday, and what I do agree with it, at some point, cheating, because I mean, it is so common, it will normalize things, because I mean, there is so many, you know, married people who've been cheated on for years, but at the end of the day, they just deal with it, because at the end of the day, it's just like, and once again, I've dealt with, you know, some cheaters and some, you know, some married individuals, and the thing is, they're not going to break up their happy homes, and then they're not going to break up their homes like that.
Is the home that happy, though?
No, but, and that's true, but the thing is, like, people just make it, like, I guess for some people, like, these marriages are, like, a business deal, and, like, it's good to the family, and it's good for the reflection, but people, they get what they get. Like, I mean, we're living in a society that's a little more open, and cheating probably is going to be, like, you know, next door, because polyamory is becoming like this popular thing, and people do invite people into their
Educate us on exactly what polyamory means.
Ooh, girl, make me educate things. So polyamory is, depending on like, you know, how you define it, it's just like, you know, people who, you know, are in multiple relationships, and it's, you know, consensual. And
but here's the thing, I don't really think that cheating necessarily means you're in multiple relationships. Okay, say for example.
So let's go back to your question. Your true question is, why is it okay for men to cheat?
Yes, because the
why
men aren't necessarily in relationships with these other people; they're just having sex. So why is it that multiple relationships? What if, okay, say the husband goes on vacation and he gets his dick sucked, and he's out on vacation. Okay, boom. But he's coming back home. It's like nothing happened. He's not keeping in touch with this person. Is that really considered a relationship? So if a woman does it, she's, let's say, partying one night or whatever the case may be, and she fucks around, but it wasn't. She's not in a relationship.
But how does one know? How does one know that the man is cheating? And why? And when is it a problem?
Okay, well that's a good question. I think that. I don't know. That's actually a good question.
No,
I mean, I don't believe I'm being cheated on. But then again, I could be one of those people that just don't know. You know what I'm saying?
And the thing is, it all depends on, like, you know, do you care? And what do you have to lose to it? And, like, does it happen again? Or if it happens again, or how do you know it's going to happen again? So, like, just honestly how I feel is, I mean, cheating is cheating. But at the end of the day, it just all depends on, like, you know, the level of the relationship. And if you're okay with it, you're okay with it.
But what about emotional affairs?
But no, so,
can a guy have an emotion? See, that's why I want to talk to your friend.
Okay, and that's a good one. Like, emotional affairs is different because, bitch, okay, one, there's sex, but two, emotional shit, no, bitch, no.
I think that can cause a crack in a relationship.
No, and that's why I agree. I agree. That causes a crack in a relationship because at the end of the day, honey, I'm providing emotion. I mean, unless we have some polyamory open relationship, okay, but don't be seeking emotion from nobody else. I mean, just get this dick, you get this pussy, and let's just end it there. And that's just how I feel there. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, no. Like, the emotion comes from me. I mean, there's... Then
that's not a relationship. That's just outside sex.
But then the thing is, once again, it goes back to cheating. I don't know, it's just like, that's cheating. And that's what cheating is. Because, I mean, the thing is, it's just like, how do you know that he's out here getting emotional, you know, pleasure from somebody else? And then, I mean, I don't know, just... cheating is a sticky situation.
Well, an emotional affair.
Because at the end of the day, that means, like, motherfuckers, y'all need to break the fuck up.
Well, me personally, an emotional affair would hurt my feelings.
Girl, it's a sticky topic. What would you do in that situation if he was out here getting emotional? I mean, just like if John Doe was getting emotional pleasure from somebody else, like, how would you address that situation?
I would wonder why. Like, am I not giving you enough attention? Am I not showing you enough affection? But then again, that's toxic in itself. Why do we blame ourselves for someone else's actions?
And that goes back into communication. So...
And then some people could just be attention seekers. They just like all love from all over. They
Yeah,
want to be praised.
Yeah, because do you feel like you can love more than one person? Or just like in general, do you feel like a person can love more than one person and still, you know, be faithful? Because I mean, like, once again, that is the movement we're moving in. There's a lot of people who can love a lot of people. But I don't really feel like it's true. But like, there's a lot
I don't think you can love two people at the same degree, no.
Yeah. I
think you may love this person and care for this person, have feelings for one person. Then I feel like you may be in love and just attached to this person. I just don't think it. I don't think so. No, but then I could be wrong. I don't know. You know, but what I'm saying is the topic at hand is why is it okay for men to cheat why isn't society like, oh, women can go out and just have whatever?
So going back to that argument yesterday, like with this guy, he basically brought up like, it's okay for men to cheat because, the value, I guess, is different. I guess like in society we look at women as just like, the Virgin Mary, this prime jewel, and we assume that, all women are virgins and even though, like we have sex, outside of marriage these days, or we have sex before marriage these days, so ain't nobody's pussy is like, sacred. And nobody's pussy as fresh as we make it out to be. But the same is like no raggedy ass dick ain't as sanctified as we make it out to be. But at the end of the day, I guess just like with women and the appearance, and that's what this guy was saying, speaking from a straight man's perspective. He basically was just like, women, it's just like, I guess the like utilization, I guess it's just like even like, when people pop out babies, 24/7, it's just like, I guess it's just like the purity of it all.
I think that women, because they can get pregnant, is not socially
and I think that plays a big role in it too. I think it's more of like women being able to have a baby, because I think if men were able to have a baby as well,
it wouldn't be so, because a woman is looked down upon, and let's keep it real. When a woman, and I don't feel this way, by the way, but I've heard men judge a woman that has multiple baby fathers, or
and they look down on that.
Yeah, they do.
On that. It's a society.
But they don't look down on men. Like a man can have 6 babies, 5 baby moms, and have no problem getting.
Nick Cannon.
Yeah, and had no problem getting taking pictures and maternity photos and everything.
No, because girl, Nick Cannon is an excuse right now. Nick Cannon, like literally, I got on the Shade Room today, and like I actually followed him today. Like, girl, he had like 3 kids this year, and it's
4.
Like,
I thought.
Okay, 4, and I'm like, ooh. I mean, I look at him as how, like, people look at, how people are looking down on women. I don't look down on Nick Cannon, but at the end of the day, I'm looking like, okay, boy,
if he was a woman that had 4 kids this year, which is impossible.
Right.
But if he was a woman that had all these children with, how many baby moms does he got?
And I think that's the thing is, I think it's science. Science plays a lot to it, because you just said it. He can, like, women, it take 9 trimesters, just kidding, but it take,
whatever.
It take 4 years for her to, like, have 4 kids, but this man literally had 4 kids in 1 year. And I think that's what it is. It's the utilization of the body that, is just like the harm on the body in a way.
But but you know what? Here's my thing. If it's not socially accepted for a woman to cheat, it shouldn't be socially accepted for a man to cheat. Okay? Now, if a man do that, then give women breaks. But if you want to say no, women shouldn't cheat, I think you should be harder on the man, because they are sexually irresponsible.
And at the end of the day, like how I am when it comes down to it, like, I mean, what they don't know don't hurt them. I'm that kind of girl. I mean, if you can hold a secret, hold a secret. If you can wear a condom, wear a condom. If you don't want your business out there, baby, wrap it up. And that's another thing we need to teach in this culture: wrap it up. And people won't know your business. People won't know your history. And people and then wrap it up, because I mean, you got STDs out here too. I don't know, ranting here, but like, wrap it up if you don't want people to know your business and you want to stay, sanctified. Because some men, sometimes we find out the information, and sometimes women find out the information. It's all about like how you can hold it together, hold it together and keep it together. But at the end of the day, society, we shouldn't it should be. Sadly, it's not the same. But at the end of the day, I feel like we should hold both to the standards. A man's a hoe, a woman's a hoe. It should be treated the same.
Well, my thoughts on the topic, my final thoughts, because we're going to get out of here for this episode, which was great. Thank you for joining me.
Right.
Can't wait till you come back. Everyone loves when Slatin comes on Behind the Muse.
Y'all better tune in.
Yes, but my thoughts are, okay, so I don't want to get cheated on. I really don't, right? And I don't want to hurt anyone else. I love the person I'm with. I enjoy being with the person I'm with. But if a woman, not saying me, but if a woman makes the same choices as a man, I believe she deserves the same break that men get. I don't believe that women should be held to this higher Virgin Mary standard that men aren't being held to. Okay? So here's a disclaimer before y'all start making rumors, because they're going to make rumors anyway. No, I'm not saying that, hey, I'm cheating, I'm a cheater, my husband's a cheater, or whatever. I'm just saying that women should not be held to a higher standard than men when it comes to sexual exploration.
And I think in time, it's definitely going to switch, and the gears are going to change. And I feel like, because I mean, we are moving into a new society, like these new little babies. What do we call them now? They're not the boomers. They're called the X generations or XGs or Gen X or something like that. It's going to change.
Yeah, but that's not saying that I'm going to be wanting to see you out with different I'm still a woman. I'm still going to get hurt. It's only so much I can take. I think that what becomes too much in a when you're disrespectful with it.
Yeah,
you know
it's a level of disrespect. And then the thing is, and just like a take-home note from this is just like, if you do cheat and you are in a relationship, have the balls, have the pussy to like tell your partner. Like, communication goes a long way, and I just feel like just have that conversation before it get out of hand, before you really hurt somebody.
But you know what? I was on the Connected Experience, a podcast, and the host was telling me, he was like, look, I don't believe in lying at all. I believe a woman and a man should be able to talk freely about what they want. And I really respected him for that. He was like, you never know what maybe that person that you with is thinking the same thing. And I really don't believe it should be, whatever you're feeling, you should be able to communicate with your partner. Like, hey, I love you, but damn, I want this mom to eat me out or something like that. But, and then I just don't think it should be anything held back in a true loving relationship.
Yeah, and we should get to that point where we can have this communication. And I feel like communication, once again, goes a long way. And like, these relationships, they can improve, they can get better. And then you can actually get to the point where you don't have to cheat, and you can have.
But that isn't that's what I'm saying. That's the whole point. The perfect relationship where a person is getting everything they want. Because my husband was telling me, he was like, guys that just do it because it's thrilling, not that they're doing something that they shouldn't do.
Yeah, I hear that a lot.
Yeah, so it don't necessarily be a point or any. It's
just like something people just like.
It's random.
It's random. I don't know. We just live in a toxic society, and I mean, once again, I don't judge, but at the end of the day, it's just like we live. It's just, oh my gosh, I'm sounding like that man. It's like human nature, but
big shouts out to that man because he gave us a lot of content.
Yeah, he gave us a lot of content, but like, I mean, at the end of the day, just have that open forum where you can communicate and just be honest with your situation, depending on like, just you know what I'm trying to say, girl.
Well, you guys, whether you agree or disagree with the host and I, please leave your comment below.
Subscribe.
I promise I won't delete it, even if you're calling me names. I said I was going to be better about.
Yeah.